My name is Nelson Aikogwe. I am the project coordinator for the Romanian Missionary Group. 5 to 6 years ago, when we were doing evangelism through Pentecostal Assemblies of God, Arua City Church, we came to a community called Lumara as we were preaching the Word of God. Along the spiritual aspect, we identified the physical needs of the people, and we got so interested in it, and we started praying about it. A few months after, that was still 6 years ago, we were able to get a partnership from all the way from Romania in a city called Baru. They came and started partnering with us. The first thing we did as we came was to open up the road from Ushindi Junction to this community. After that, we identified they had water challenges, and so we drilled a borehole which was near the bridge, which is still existing right now, near the bridge. After the borehole, we felt that the borehole was not enough to serve the community, because if you look at the geographical location of this area, it's a bit hilly and sloping down for the people, especially the women who can't get the water. Was really a big problem. Given the fact that the existing water sources here are basically the rivers, which do not really have clean water, we thought it best to put up a water solar pumped water plant, which is down here still the river, where we found plenty of much water. It was done by Icon Water Project. Right now, as behind me, we have 10-liter tanks which supply this water to the community, and it goes 300 kilometers within the community of Lumara. Not only the water project, we also looked at the health of the community. We realized the community was having challenges with accessing health care. So we were able to start construction of a health center levels 3 here in Lumara behind me. We were able to put it up. Our plan is, with time, it should grow. We do it prayerfully, and as you can see, our friends from Romania, they came yesterday but one. I brought them, and they were able to start the work. Our target this time round is to finish up with the floor, which will be terrazzo, the painting, which is already going, and we want to start it running. This community has been, for the longest time possible, handcuffed geographically, and the services reaching here was really hard. It was a hard to reach area, and it has always been a hard to reach area. And so we were able to, with the partnership from Romania, we were able to do all this. We are praying and believing to God that we are not going to stop on this. We are going to do bigger things. We are expecting to reach even other communities that are surrounding Lumara community, like Amureva community, Ombavu community. We already have some projects going on in the Oleni community and Olupi generally. And who knows, the sky will not be the limit, because we want to expand as much as possible. But we do this all showing the love of God and knowing that God has sent us to also be world changers. We are planning to put up a primary school and a secondary school. If you look down there, within that area, they will have around 2 acres of land where we want to put up a secondary school. And in the village called Oleni, we are going to put up a primary school. Then near the bridge, we already have land. We're going to put up guest houses. So that because every time we come, our visitors come, they sleep in guest houses. We felt it very nice that we put up a guest house, and we also looked at that. We looked at the economy of the area. So you realize that many of these people are farmers, and they do subsistence farming. They have land, but they don't get the yields that are supposed to get from such beautiful land. So we have 3.5 acres of land where we're going to put up a demonstration farm where we want to teach people better farming methods, and we want to bring in some crop types and test them there. If they can do very well in our soils and area, we shall be able to also give it to the community. Given time, this community, we are looking at it being a city, because given the road, we are going to tarmac it, put street lights. It will be very beautiful. Everybody will need to come here.
My name is Anzi Kumalasa. I'm the health inspector working for the School of Government. As for now, I caretaker the office of the district officer following the demise of my senior colleague. You asked me about the service delivery, especially in this part of the community where we are. For our sub-county, it has 10 parishes. Where we are is the Ringli parish, which is quite, as you can see, a very hilly terrain. And there are quite a number of villages. And this terrain makes it very hard for this part of the community to access social services. Health services, because the nearest school here was previously Ringli Primary School, which is, I think, about 4 or 5 kilometers from here. And from here to that place, the number of streams and rivers. One big one is Ala. I grew up in this community near the primary school. I had colleagues who missed school, so those who didn't know how to swim, very soon they will miss classes because of the nature of that, the barrier created by the river. Then also health services, the nearest here is also Kuluva Hospital, which is a PNFP, private non-profit, and this is where the community is used to go for health services. Then the public one is in Ora, which is also a long way. If you can see, the roads wind through the hills, and this road here you see going back there has recently been created by this partner, that is the Pentecostal Assemblies of God. And if you can take the history of this country, social services were first. The Western one were first provided or introduced by the missionaries. You see the hospital like Mengo Hospital, you see Rubaga Hospital, and many others. Even Kuluva here was established by missionaries. So this is yet another one to this community. And as I mentioned, that the services for these people used to access for curative, they will walk all the way to Kuluva. And it will be very hard for somebody who is bedridden, who needs to be moved. And when you don't have roads, when you have a barrier like rivers, it will be hard to carry somebody from here to that side on the stretcher. So for us as a department of the district, as a health department, we're excited that finally this kind of facility has come to this community. Meaning, if a woman goes to labor or if a woman is due for labor, will simply walk in here, which is a shorter distance, and they will be attended from here. So this is a welcome development. Looking at the available resources, for us to have come here as a district, we have taken, I don't know when we will come here because the money that we receive for establishing new facilities are very limited. So this one is a timely development which is going to offer many services, healthcare services from preventive to curative. The classic example is the maternal care for mothers who come and attend antenatal services. When it comes to delivery, they will be delivered by professionals here. Then when our children are born, meaning the mother will not have to go to Kuluva or the nearest outreach here, they will have to come here. And this one is going to also conduct other outreach services. This is in Ringli, but it's going to serve the population of Ringli and also Ulupi, which is in our river. So in health services, there are no boundaries. So this is going to take care of that interest. And as you can see in your background, there is a group of men who are digging foundation trenches. That building is going to be accommodating the health workers that will be coming to serve here. So you can see this is going to be a center 3 that is going to offer the curative services, the event you already mentioned, and also do health education in the community. So this is something which is a long overdue. And I want to thank our partners. We initially came as missionaries, but now you see they've added for us a facility which is going to offer access to health services in these underserved and less privileged communities. The nearest health facility is Lumara-Arua. Another one is in Arivu, and yet Uluki, which is in Arivu Parish, Arivu sub-county, are also going to access services. These gentlemen have worked hard. As you told you, that road you see going where we came from was constructed by this. And they also extended the same road to connect this place with the Arivu sub-county up to Javaga. So you can see, once that bridge or once this road is done, people have access to access services, also to connect to the markets if they have produce to take to the market. So I want to thank them for their generosity. I pray that the resources will be available in their pockets so that they take this facility to a greater level. We as a department or as a district, we are going to see to it that we source for resources such as now the structure is there. We are going to start operationalizing when the structures are done and the staff houses are there. We start sourcing for health workers will be available. Then we will make an application to the Ministry of Health to start supplying for us essential medicine. I know they are going to do on their part, but that's where we're going to start from. Because they have laid the foundation, we're going to join. Already we've joined them by guiding them how it's supposed to be done, what needs to be done, which we are moving on well together as a team. The understanding I have about this is that these people are going to provide they are building the structure, but they are going to hand it over to us to support the community by doing the needful, like I've already mentioned, the staffing, the medicines. Of course, the medicine we don't procure, we apply to our government through NMS to start supplying. So that is what we are going to do. So that once we get the medicine, once we put the staff, the government is going to pay for the health workers, the medicines, then it's going to be free service. It's not a private, not for profit, unless it changes along the way. Once you see a facility having provision for antenatals, meaning that's the health center 3, and that is what is government is pushing all health facilities to be. Meaning you can get services like antenatal, that is care given to mothers who are pregnant, then delivering them, taking care of the children by immunizing them. We have basic laboratory services for diagnosing diseases before treatment, and then of course the OPD where you treat persons who are whose cases are not complicated, they can go home. Then I think we have limited beds that are going to be put here, which means they're going to be inpatient. So that is the level of the facility. But the way I see it, and I see the interest of the partner, this health center can grow into a big data level than where we're starting now. But for now, it is going to start as a health center 3.
My name is Alfred Okwanzi, the district chairman of Arua district. We have entered into partnership with the government of Romania through my counterpart, the mayor of Romania, Daniel Raducanu. The partnership is for 5 years. It started last year and it's going to run like this for the next 4 years remaining. We presented to them a hard-to-reach area, which is called Lumara. Literally, the indigenous people were referring to it as Mondo Chaco, that a place where whites cannot reach. Why? Because there was no access road. The place did not even have, education facilities, health facilities were not there, even safe water wasn't there. So that is where we are coming from. We said, please help us in this area and make sure that there's access road, and then there's a health center and education facilities, also water. So this partnership is going on quite well. This particular visit, he has come with 9 more other people with him totaling to 10. I wrote, as the district chairman, I wrote the letter to clear them to come to Uganda to come and help us. So they will be here up to 22nd of this month. What are they coming to do? One, they are coming to help us in completing the construction at Lumara Health Center. They are doing painting, fixing the windows, making sure that the electricity connectivity is done, is in place. That is what they are going to do, and make sure that screeding is done on the floor, either with terrazzo or what. I don't know what they are going to do. So this is the scope of work this visit. The other one in the scope of work is establishing the foundation of Doctor's House. And this morning we agreed that it is going to be a storage building in that place of Mondochako, a storage building, 4 staff members down and another 4 doctors up, totaling to 8. And then the second one is construction of kitchen for the attendants of the people who will be admitting there, because there is going to be delivery room, which we call labor chute, is going to be there. And the other one is the construction of a VIP latrine for the health facility. I think this is the scope of work. As the access, there is going to be construction of the bridge, which bridge I've talked to him. The district engineer is going to come with the scope of work, and this will be presented to him on Wednesday next week, so that this work all is done within this period up to 22nd. The work must be done, and that is why the team has visited the Lumara health facility. That is going to be the only facility where we are going to enter into public-private partnership. Part of the support is going to come from Europe, and part of it will come from Government of Uganda to make sure that the facility runs well. For me, I have banked 100% on the support from Europe, particularly in the area of medical equipment. I am looking more into dental equipment to make sure that they are available in that facility, and also occasionally manpower coming from there. But primarily the responsibility of manpower will be the responsibility of Arua district, local government together with Government of Uganda, to make sure the required staff are recruited and put on government payroll. So that is the scope of work this time where they have visited us. Personally, I am happy as chairman of the district for the record set. That is going to be a landmark, a place that was not having road to it before, now has. The place without water now has a piped water system around 3 kilometers on either sides. So there's water available. The health center is coming up. The bridge is coming up. The next is we're going to look at kindergarten, the nursery school, which will feed into primary school, and then later on into secondary school. So this partnership between Arua district and the government of Romania is going to be a partnership until Jesus Christ comes. Those people had, inadequate access to health services. Kuluva is there, but it is a paying hospital. It's not a government aided, it's a paying hospital. Even for our people, paying 2,000, 3,000 is a lot of money for them. So Kuluva has been next to them, but literally these people have been having access challenges. Now the presence of this health center is going to bridge the gap of access, and also services, quality services will be provided to them. You realize that that particular place, the children were not immunized. Most of the time they were not immunized, but this is where the facility is going to have fridge, and the children there will be immunized within there. Access to family planning services and so forth will all be within the health facility. So in a nutshell, that's a big blessing for the people of Lumara in the area of health sector. They will have access to everything. Even referrals will be provided to them where specialized services are provided. So I must say it's a blessing, a big blessing for the people in that place. With my land officer and also the DHO, there's need to quickly go and secure that land with title and make sure that it sits on a titled land. And that one we have agreed. It's true it was a donation from one person, and this person has died, But the good thing is the son who was cultivating there, who participated in the donation of the land, is still available. Even this morning I met him. He said he is still the landlord who donated the land. After the death of his father, the land belongs to him. So that's the good thing.
village Lumara, village Rilil Parish, from County. Our farm, Mungu ni mama la nyakuma kia, mama nyakuma gaite nyakuma wala nirse. Aslema ya fazuri dire afale pa community dire. Dire Mungu ni sulema malia, mama nguluki mama la bin baye be man manguluki la lerle, famani nyakuma fami. Afa nyakudi ovone sanda seko, afa nyakudi pirine. Aslema nyakudi fazuri re village amardo eriba village azabana village mupidi lekori village zote kori te Mungu ngadi kwedera famani village ronde zora so ale pastor Daniel Masia esini moya ale so mama alia nyakudi fazuri perine Arojo Mayose, Sandi Amavu Lumara-Arua, Angiri, Kala Rodir Malia, Njela and Ramaniyo, Yamaniyo, the Badi Memuta, Diari Memuzua, or Kine Ile, Amuamana, Arojo Siazi Kanisa, Le Amavu Nyakum, Baz de Gakiandra Nyaku, Jaja, the Badi Kine Ijan Nyaku. Muangusia mali yo di vepi ama madre gape muangusia mali badi muangusia mali rio atane ana mabedi ala ko enyakusia madre ko diade inga goparini inga zo mali ara Mungu swala mali angiri muzu angodi yazo kadibana madre nyakudi kazo pirine ala gape mali Mungu ni mati pezo emuzo angwa mando mali yozo kini ile mama na rojo siri jadi amane madre yo de ga yo angirega bangole de agunga ngwe do zandra greli sisi bas de ko MPs amable ya bani block le kaka de malia MPs ya yo pi amane azile ya pin yo pelo alo amable mkandra Gabriel Ardui imu amane do tarazo yede si jadi ben badi zo badi rolane kanda eriko koru anirangwa mabude tonda zoko eri empia zindra voti suta mama Romalia ayo ata epi amani ringazi amani rada girperni na man kala batsu ye tarzalani sasifazo mondo dene tazwa rebani ardu mutitane afani dina warko saru terni ala dise ala diri Mungu feviner maliane odere afere mariva ma family koya sari family mavle mangul pevler ba masimuri family ma tivurbe ma sivini family mavle amabi ambo pito family are ibeva akini yene ayo azida edwada lete ba makoyo de maza ala diplot mavle la rofe sidozi kadinga mwita waru kanzi mavle manga de sandenya kayo ingani sandenya Mungu ngai maza kone aria bwedi Mungu ni maza kone fani nya pako pa isuni nyaga kuta ai marua ndriaga amabanya kudiga di marua dra yo dada kwedi ben mari egata man dura bible malia mesu di ben yodi kiuni bible malia kwedi mane yodi yene ante mawu disi ngoko yar meli mudini na azir meli mudri azir meli su yana manzi madili sira meli karito ni makube
anguri ma ekasi kan ku kwatasi
are kwatana man fala trineri an side aze bisa sabana zinga zala nya dare ma sindadio mozu ma sindadio ala ne ko mozu no zu ku kanse mango de fe ma mumana ngwaze je pariazia anguru dine asia yema bera siman sende fe amangu de jera mo tadi dango do tadi ai ko ya ala ngapi pastor Daniel Masia yozo ito di nyaku di ku kanese ila manya ku ezi superiors ya ti yangu di dwango dani sala ko research masi bibani afa yangu dani den kitamungo ne ko command ko bayani afa angolo mu yete kan ko ba woro yo angu sizure ovoni tarang yo ari ba nyakuma ipini la ma fei masi yo azka da no wangu adene la ni ma yo da risere sasi ngazo ovon kan rozo ni la sende su kan ngon dini ko yo sende vuri riba ji jaza malia yo man kan ko ba enere yo azka da ovoni village amaro malia ku kaya muida village az malia ra en ma e betoto eta Lumara-Arua dollar i si fezo ango fezo yo ler ma yo la malia ango na nizo la sangwa mavla de zo di benbo askuna mavu village dore kinanda village mu pidile korita sa village do malia de amaro to fibo kanise fibo bavne automatic ro ya apa staff kota isi korofaro kudangwa mavu Lumara-Arua malia apa yo azlani yo nyiro mungu ni sule de tadi ban yo la ni sa sita ngwa manir malia ni ka yo aroto ursi yo aziku kwa ma de waro azoku la lerse amo mukuluva special ba ma adu do okoi sande nya anzima yo su siria saro ba kazero denbo ba okui bukitanda si ba ji dalendo asuni bari amari yeta makuru anyama mungwa amamu wasa kuba soni mutka soni muku pipiki soni muku ndrokor male pipiki soni muku te sade sire kadi azo azika kan ko provazi kala bazi ko lusiane balo se mokba kuruva nenzo mbali andene re amade ben sase dio amasi kuruva ben yar nzlane fizo amabugo arojo ni sase tsazo amabugo kabin lemu afazi ye anjini rini arofe edini sase ni fogogo afado andra dinase skidi timuro nze sase yidria edini mu mbali amutkase yenzo mbali sase ben yo nyiro ya jango Lumara-Arua malia tele sase amabe kara tsini imazingaza amabware amebi opera te imazingaza amabware anangamani ma angulpisi anangamani ko kuna katen ma mane mantele nere betoto ndra fa onargo afani yarale ardun yarale ama yo awizi sende bodere ovuneni angbani angwezozo iko ala manlo bararo ba ma yo eta se kayo imani afadi fe le fe beni rima mandere e kayo imani nzilage ma mandere beni nzila meni gare yo azike mu yo tisi dangani aziko yo ngba amavle ngbar beni apa MP ardru ndra er MP azide ngangani azi amabe dia da ko
tedemi igata di ngoni opetande cha de body ndi bangoni opeta di modre
opeta nibin yemu tsade ma gata opeta modere obuni onziko mani ler ma to benipa ama yipe ma yete tamuke ler I anguna ninga zwane kati yete tamuke yako ke ludua odudresi emu ndroko linzo ba even yego mu yinzoli ndonde kazinga ko efini kina mangala obuni bazi yo muke yepiri iko askune ka me vlemvadre yo mba mamwangu eka mvadri tse muzwangu kumvetoni mwangu ko kalu yo mba mamwangu eka mba ya mba makala ya yamvudini kumvetone angu emisone angu izoko ringa tarumevu amata benna yivu kateyo amani afa iji amandi agandi la drisi ama bentere denjila gazo njila di parni agadi idrisi bredanga dimu afa di fando MP amadre akukiru madre ma yonze ari abadara engane edane anga amani aji amavle community wa Lumara de doria e bangane pa dia de ko elo beni kanimu ndra sans pala loma ti madrase e mu awat fofe e yanda ori ile MP azi pazi kayemudia manze yo angudi madria I pangudi angudi mopo ini ngondun ko angudi mopo anga badi madri e yanga ba opela de roi mazia zianga yin ele atita ze fezo apa de diaran yo de rinra yo leri ati ni ra I yanga yo azi ada ko eri watane e banga vin pa ada ko ada emulanda ada drasi emuli yo de yo no bazi ma yo ada apa de enga ewu se ngondin ko I ro pa de ini yo dina ko ifakana wa fo community wa de yo mani surbe ladari zipamvuro de yupu yevo kana ko yevo ngonde mani ani diko askone afa dimani buakni ma son dimani sasa yo politics bless ko askone ma ba pe ma disable ma cha paso Lumara village Romania ani ni afaze ba pe ma afaze rozo ndaban ma pezu kan ko yo bombe ma disable ma mitinia ngoni adini ani ma ne ko per sasa ayo mana azala ni aradere wa kofe imeni kia mavo rardre ngazira oyo andar ni solare maya mobi butini onera ejisako okwidri engo okui madira okui persa sako ramalia oyo andar ni sore magutu obera yufsi nayo mervenir mapangu yufsi merir modko yufsi matiera yo erni ndroyo sozo bode ngazi de rada obima yo andar ni sore magutira yo kanisa vo yo bravo yo mubu malia etsaneko ari ayo azi yara erbendri ferara esta ari azani ni yo la ko ba ko pedri yara ari azi dingara kando den ba pedri nur ko kuka azir ni yalo nyiro ari arma azi ngaza de fudra ma kante yo ba ini ama kagu ma pamvundera ameto yo erni twanga mudulera akama nagu ma pamvundronje ameto yo eto mudule kura den ari mazingaza amavura na manera malorse eto ni mudulera ata village mavu Lumara-Arua ari ni mudulera wa kofe sipai wa mavu Arua district yarde ari vaza mana kwa Lumara-Arua ne askuni odugres yo azka ya do abade kemuri ne kuni amako ari amabe do adati ari mubado yebuti kofe zo bade idre katendra yo i bazi de la ne sorta ile kan puta senda ni ngonde ni yava fetu ni senda ni etote mudo akuterni lele angoma zora busidrozi ima pango ma a ba katroi pe ku ba katroi pera ima rumate angodo malia tsiri erbeni ermazinga zarni ala ma betu alu badere o basa se de muvina mandi gore muvina mani wa fera afa mandina wa fo opetaru di ma somani onje dinya mai ko boti ni ba sirdini fe no vundi mai mavuri amane mavu iwazio nga azia mavura achi eruna ni achi bartichi de malia singonde ndra erma ba karombe dene erimura etsaneko erimu yo dale ma yo tirma za koryara nke mu kwere bin bazi matipera yo mane ere mu kari